Okay, I'm going to let you stay here for this video, but when your friends come back, you're going to sit with them. Hi folks, I'm Matt and welcome to My Expanded Universe, a show where I go through the entire EU in chronological order as best I know how. Folks, it is time to stay with the comic books. We're going to go with one from Free Comic Book Day, hooray, called Brother in Arms, written by Miles Lane. Now in this, Obi-Wan and Anakin fight the Separatists. The end. That's all that happens here. It's Free Comic Book Day. What do you expect, right? The story is very forgettable. Not much happens. It does have that Episode 3 vibe because it came out right before Episode 3. And this is just something they could just throw out there real quick and say, ooh, Episode 3 is coming. We can all get excited about it. Woo! You know, and I got to be honest, I was excited about it. I was like, ooh, Obi-Wan and Anakin, one last story before they move on. Of course, how was I to know there's going to be tons more Obi-Wan and Anakin Clone Wars stories to come? But back then you thought, oh, well, they're wrapping it up, so this is it. But anyway, it's totally forgettable. Now, let's go to the Star Wars Republic series, again, written by John Ostrander. And we're only going to focus on two comic books here, issues 72 and 73. Now, in this, Aya Secura and Jedi Master Tomi investigate a lead offered up by the newly captured Voss. Now, of course, Quinlan Voss, as you know from when last we left the Republic series, he had been brought in to the Jedi Council. Well, now he's kind of their prisoner, and they don't know if they can trust him. Like, did he fully go over to the dark side, or, you know, is he really a double agent and he's still with the light side? They didn't know. So he tells his, Padawan, his former Padawan, Secura, and says, hey, look, I'm going to tell you what's going down. You need to stop it. So she gets Master Tomei and they go. And does it pan out? Now, only in these two issues, you're going to see an introduction of a not new villain, but a new type of villain for the Republic series, the Anzadi. Anzadi assassins. Anzadi are really cool aliens. They're called snot vampires in the Star Wars Expanded Universe. They have these little things that come out of their cheek pockets and shoot up your nose and suck out your soup, your brains and whatnot. It's just really cool. They're really freaky, and they're just like classic villains, right? And I'll be honest, man, the comic book, they make them look super cool. They're super evil. I got that vibe from them. Now, from there, you should continue to read the Star Wars Republic series, issues 74 through 77. And in it, this is talking about the mission to take back the planet Saleucami. Now, this is the last Clone Wars Republic story that came out before Episode 3. Remember, everyone's gearing up for Episode 3. They're wrapping up all their Clone Wars stories, like I said in the last video. So you're going to get that type of vibe. Now, Dark Jedi Sora Bulk, who we've mentioned before, and he's been kind of an ongoing Dark Jedi villain for a while in the Republic series. He's in this. Remember, this is kind of like the apex story that everyone's leading up to. Also, Quinlan Voss will join in the fray, and the Jedi have to see, can we trust him? Will he follow the light, or is he truly in the darkness? And so everything's coming to a head, and I love that in this story. Of course, I don't know what else more I can say about Star Wars Republic during the Clone Wars or John Ostrander. Like I said, I think he owned the Republic series back in the day. And not even the Clone Wars stuff, even stuff before the Clone Wars. His stuff was always quality to me, for the most part. Now, I am going to get into a spoiler. Again, I know, back-to-back episodes where I talk about spoilers. I can't help it. But it's something that takes place in issue 75. So if you don't want to know what takes place, I'll see you later. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's talk about it. All right, so first off, Quinlan Voss allows Tomei to die. Shocking, right? Oh my goodness, what is going on? But that's not all, because Sora Bulk, he's a big baddie, but he really hasn't, made his mark. And he does in this issue. But before it even wraps up, he kills the old Jedi Master Oppo Racisis, or whatever his name is. And he was the snake-like Jedi that was in Episode 2. When the writers found out he was not going to be featured in Episode 3, they got the green light to do whatever they wanted with him, which of course is kill him off, right? This is the same tactic that they used previously back before Episode 2 came out. Any Jedi that were in Episode 1 that weren't featured in Episode 2, like Yaddle and others, were okay to kill off. And so when they started hearing more about the movie and seeing bits of the movie, they realized, okay, so-and-so and so-and-so aren't in this, we can kill that person off. Now you think, is that just a cheap move to get the story moving along, or just a cheap storytelling trick? It may be, but to be honest, I always loved it because I didn't know they weren't featured in the new movie. And so when they killed them off, that told me they weren't going to be in the new movie. And any background character, back then when you were watching the prequels, you paid attention to every background character, right? I mean, like, how many of you paid attention when R. Singh made her 2-second appearance in Episode 1 and never came back? I remember the rumors of, oh, she's going to be big, she's the next Boba Fett. So much for that, right? So anyone who was on the Jedi Council in any of the movies, we were looking forward to seeing maybe more of them in the next movie. And of course, when they killed off a big character like Oppo, you knew, oh, he's not going to be in the new movie. But I was still shocked. I was like, what? Because you don't expect that. Any movie character from the movies, Star Wars films, even if they just had a little brief appearance, was a big deal. For me, it just impacted the story. And I always loved when they did that. Not that I was sadistic and I wanted every background character to die. I just thought it was surprising, and it was, I thought they did it in good taste. They put it into a story, made sense. You need to build up Sora Bulk. He'd done a few things, but he killed off some other characters that weren't really in the movie. So to kill off a big character and a big Jedi Master like Oppo was a big deal. And it made him just like a bigger baddie and a bigger threat when, all came crashing down the end. All right, folks, that is all the time I have for now. I will see you next time with another video.